Hello, Diane. Hang on just a minute. Let me finish getting this thing set up. There we go. I got it set up. Hello, Amy Reid. Hello, Ashley, John, Berda, Diane, and Diane, and Diane. Echo. Well, how's everybody doing tonight? Is Diane ready for what? Yeah, I saw that. Y'all feeling any better, Ashley? Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better. Well, what do y'all got planned out this week? Anything exciting? I don't know how it is where y'all are at, but I think we just got another little norther in here. The wind's blowing like crazy. That temp is dropping. I don't know what the weather's. Well, I had some excitement last night. I want to kill this dog. I thought that wind was really blowing last night. This trailer was shaking like the wind was blowing, and I thought that's sort of weird. It feels a little different. And this morning I got up, went outside, and that little old puppy had got hold of the spare tire cover on this travel trailer and pulled that thing off that tire and tore it all to pieces. And the wind wasn't blowing. He was jerking so hard on that cover that he was shaking the back end of this RV. And he didn't weigh but about 25 pounds. Crazy. Now, wait a minute, Diane. I'm nearly scared to ask this. I understand the physical therapy, but what are you working in the blanket? No, I didn't know he was doing it, Perry Duff. I thought the wind was doing it. I didn't know about it till this morning. Oh, okay. As a mistype. You typed it, you were in it. I thought you had a secret from us. Yeah, I thought it made me mad at him over that trailer. That's about $100 cover on his spare tire, but oh well. Hello, John. No, he was had it playing with it this morning when I went out there. Oh, okay. I'll post it here in just a minute, Ashley. Hello, Lorraine. How you doing? There you go. He made damn sure it was dead. Had the whole center of it ate out, all the white pulled out of it. I walked around the back of that trailer and looked, and he had his, I guess he had his front feet up on the back bumper, but he'd done dug a hole in the dirt and had the paint rubbed off the bumper where he, I guess, a little claws were scratching it. He's a mess now. What are you into? What are you doing to the blanket, Diane? You making a quilt or something, or what? Yeah, I guess so. Move a 32-foot travel trailer around. He had to be getting some traction somewhere. Okay. Well, we hope for the best on your report then. Very does. Making a lap through? Okay. I had a lady I used to go out with every once in a while, and she had bought an Indian blanket in New Mexico. I don't think that woman could live without that. I always see everybody being a squaw blanket. Hello, Mr. Timmy Ray. How you doing tonight, bub? Oh man, I can't complain. I got up this morning and looking at the grass from the top side until the bottom, so it's all right. You know, seen a few days in my life. I didn't think I was going to do that the next morning. So I I appreciate every one of them. Hey, Dust, do you have a dog or a cat or anything that travels with you? Things were just a little bit different, and I had that casita put back together. I'd be tempted to run out there. Oh yeah, I tell you what, when you loan something out pretty bad, that little old thing was just pristine. Brought that trailer back to me. I'd loaned it to him for about a month. He brought that thing back to me. Had two doors that broke off, and hinges broke on them, and uh, another door that the lock was messed up on. Take me a week to get everything checked back out and get it like I want. Them little casitas are sure good little trailers. Okay. Well, when my other pup died, I didn't think I'd get another one. And I don't know, I went about a month and a half without getting one. And I wanted to know a lot of company, and they're a lot of trouble too. Hello, Jim.
Hey, Ron.
How's it going?
All right.
You been sick?
I've been sick too.
I tell you what, that's sort of going around. At least this being sick don't seem like it goes as long, doesn't last as long.
He just had the runny nose and stuff.
No.
I had the cough of it. He didn't.
Yeah, Diane, I'm the same way. If I tear something up on something I got bored, I went and bought a new one for something broke. Buy a new tool or whatever it is. I hate to borrow something anyway. Yeah. I was running at the deal shop. You gone, Sean? That was short and sweet. I didn't even see you coming. Well, I hope you have a good one.
Working his hair.
I seen where Kenny shaved his head.
Do what?
Didn't Kenny shave his head?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he shaved it. I've been teasing him about looking like a thermometer. Gets embarrassed, the top of his head turned red. That boy's a mess. I would like to be a little mouse sitting there watching Kenny and get him around that swimming pool out there with all them gals on that deck on that cruise ship. His old eyeballs will be plumb red when he gets back. He'll be looking like he's hot or something.
This is what we collect all the time.
Yeah, I like him. He's a cool guy.
You want any?
Yeah, I got on here last night. George didn't get on here, that RVing with George. that I usually cut out and don't get on. And so he didn't get on last night, so I got online about, I don't know, 9:30, something like that. It was weird. Stayed on 3 hours, and it was still pretty early.
I think Kenny's on his way to Georgia.
Do what, Ashley?
Darian's meetup starting up tomorrow, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, what do y'all got planned for this weekend?
Well, my parents
How's your dad doing?
a little better.
Well, that's good. Oh,
What's your dog been up to?
It's been me.
oh, rallying at you. Oh, crazy. Yeah. Tell you what, I'd hate, he's a puppy now, but I'd hate that dog to really bite me for just playing. His little old jaws are stout.
Well, you think about it.
Yeah, he's wanting to play, but he plays pretty rough.
Sure. He bit me today.
He
He
needs about a 5 or 6 year old boy to play with all day long.
Next time you start the truck up, you know, bring him out.
Do what?
I said, pulling my truck up yesterday. I always put them steering wheel covers on my steering wheel.
Y'all haven't got YouTube open or another phone open pretty close, do you? You're echoing like crazy.
We just turn it down a little bit more. Is that any better?
No, it's still pretty bad. I can't understand what you're saying. Second one, that's bad.
I ain't got nothing open but this computer.
Yeah, I've trained some dogs fairy dust. I used to have labs I hunted with. And pretty good. This little old dog is real smart. You just pull it.
Does it sound any better?
That sounds better on you.
You had your phone set.
Sometime I think it's picking up between you and Ashley talking. When y'all are talking back and forth to each other,
Yeah.
I think that's what happens. So, I know other night in here it got bad enough that I got work when somebody else was talking. I'd just mute you for a minute until they got through talking. Didn't have nothing to do with you, but it was echoing so bad. That's the only way I could understand anything. You know what you got to do to train a dog to mind where the you just got to be the head of the pack. They'll try you, but as long as you're the head of the pack, well, Never mind, they do pretty good. I guess that's the reason I ain't married. I ain't never found a woman I could be head of the pack. Did you have big dogs or little ones, Fairy Dust? Yeah, it's a whole lot better.
You need to try some out when you cook.
I've tried the right one, and I've tried the left one, and I've tried the middle one, Diane. None of the three work. A lot of trouble. There's no doubt about that. What did you have, Jim?
That's that smokehouse maple. You need to try some of this. Seasoning. It's pretty good stuff.
I couldn't understand what you said, Jim.
That's pretty good stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. But Lord, you didn't have a pet. You had a zoo. Well, hell, how you gonna know if it's the right one if you don't try it out? That'd be like putting a pair of shoes on, see if you didn't know if it fit. That's a good thing didn't have the same attitude I got now when I was about 20. I probably never would have got married. Couldn't anybody put up with me. Only one of those I didn't have, Fairy Dust, was the cat. I never have had cats in the house. I've been called that and a couple other things, Timmy. Some of them I can't type. Timmy Ray, you from Louisiana? I think that's what you told me. Tim,
Yeah.
if y'all lived in that same part of the country all your life, or
We're right here.
yeah, in that part of the country?
She has, but I'm from Denver County, but I live in Kentucky rest of my whole life. It's Denver counties.
Yeah. You've been in that state most of your life then.
Yeah.
Timmy Ray's from Louisiana. Where's Diane from?
Kentucky.
You ever heard of Pike County?
Yep.
That's where I'm from.
Have a friend of mine that used to hunt up there. No, I was just trying to place everybody where everybody in the country was. How about you, Fairy Dust? You been in California most of your life? Pike County has got some big old deer, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got a friend of mine that's got more money than he got sent, and he had a place he could go hunt in Pike County, and something fell through. He couldn't go out there anymore. And he went out there and bought a place just where he could deer hunt.
Talking about what else?
Yeah, well, I grew up next to Make One. You ever heard of it?
No, I heard of that one. But if Perry does run off, must be doing something else, flirting with somebody or something.
You ever heard of Greenup County?
Ooh, man, you got an echo bad.
I don't know. I gotta figure it out.
Have you got YouTube open on anything?
No, I just got this computer on.
Well, I mean, have you got the YouTube open on another page or anything?
Uh-uh. Does it sound any better?
Yeah, that does right there now.
You ever heard of Greenup County?
No, never have been around there. A lot of people moving out of California and aren't prepared. Is Amy still on? Okay. They were talking about maybe you need to sign out and sign back in, Jim. Maybe that'll do it.
It might do it. I'll try it.
All right. Hell, I always did a lot of running around, but I always came back to this part of the country. So, I know I've been stuck here for the last 2 or 3 months, and I sure am getting a traveling bug bad. What do they call it? Hitch it? Oh, ain't no problem. Were you supposed to come up tonight, Paradise? Or was that tomorrow night you were going to come up? I don't think Kenny's been in here. I think he must still be in Amy. I haven't seen him in here anyway. Of course, this chat gets to moving so fast sometimes I miss people. You need to get it fixed, Paradise. Glad I'm not where she hit me.
Is that any better?
Yeah, that does. That sounds a little better. I don't know. A while ago, it was bad. I couldn't understand what you were saying at all. Hello,
Like it-
Mr. Madge. How you doing, fella? Yeah, you know better. You're never a stranger here. Is it cold up there? I thought you gonna have to fly down here and call an ambulance for her there for a while.
We had some nice weather real late.
Yeah, so you're still echoing there, Jim.
Turn the volume.
Oh, is it better?
Yeah, that is right there. Bad. I felt plumb sorry for Paula. Seems like every time she gets going, something happens. Yeah, maybe she got everything worked out now. Really? They crazy weather down here in Texas. It get cold and then it get hot and it get cold again. It's 80 earlier this week. We got a cold front coming in now. It's getting pretty chilly out
We're getting snow there Friday.
there. Do what?
It's going to snow Friday.
What have y'all got open? A computer and a phone?
No, just the laptop.
Maybe you can go in there and just kill YouTube. You know, you got YouTube open and probably StreamYard open. You might just cut YouTube off. That's what I have to do sometimes.
I got StreamYard on.
That's all.
Yep.
Hmm.
I don't understand that.
I don't either. It's usually not near that bad. Well, I'll tell you what. Diane, I'm ready for that warm weather to be here every day. I do not like cold.
Is that better?
Do what?
I sound even better.
Yeah, it does a little bit. Oh, I'm going. Turn your mic.
Let's see. Is that better?
Yeah, that sounds. Look, I'm getting
That sound like it's on your end.
I don't. Let me go ahead. I'll go in here. I've got pretty good. That's terrible. Got a bad headache. Quick. Little. Wow. I can't. reach and turn down really low.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Is that better?
Yeah, let's see. That's a little bit better, but you're still sending it out.
I'll go a little bit more. Is that any better?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, that might work. I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, on your end.
Brad, how did you like film this year? Yeah. Oh, I got that cancellation.
I don't understand the echo.
Okay. Hey, Jim, I'm gonna pull you out of there for a minute
Okay.
and let Timmy come up. I still got the flame to go.
Okay.
Oh, it's set. That echo cancellation, it's set on mine. Oop. Yeah, I'll wake up in a minute, Kenny. I mean, Timmy. Hmm. Yeah, was I having any problem before Jim came up? Well, I don't know. Get Timmy Ray up here and see what it sounds like.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, how you doing, Timmy?
Are you?
Oh, I can't complain. I'm still kicking.
Okay, is there any echoing?
I'm not getting any from you. I'm not. Are any of the rest of y'all getting an echo?
What Faraday does say? Anything?
Yeah, not yet. Take a minute for it to catch up.
Right.
You been staying out of trouble?
Yeah, I have.
That's a full time job sometime.
Hey, that's the dang truth.
Yeah, Diane said you don't have an echo at all.
Well, it could be his end, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it may be an internet connection or something. Mine
Right,
be crazy once in a while.
right. It's already 12, almost 12:15 here.
Yeah. Then me and you in the same time deal. That's what I've got too.
Right. Where you on the Dallas area?
Waco.
Oh,
Diane,
okay.
there's a troll. You wanna tap him?
Mm. Well, I just want to do the test and see what was his ain't or what.
Yeah, I don't know if just something Jim got something out of whack.
Right. Well, I'm gonna step back down in the chat.
Okay, Timmy, appreciate it.
All right, you ain't anytime, boss.
Okay. Yeah, actually that might do it. Oh, very dusty
What's
is it?
going, Ron?
Not much. How's it going, Mr. Badge? Haven't talked to you in a long time.
It's been a while. You got an echo?
Yeah, we're having a bad problem with Jim with an echo, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't have
Have we got an echo? Me and you?
just a little bit, not bad, not nothing like I had with Jim. I couldn't even understand it.
Oh, really? There you go. Well, so it's new. No, I think we got her fixed up. I think we got it. I guess the transmission was bad, so we got that fixed up and a couple other things. And I don't know. We'll find out. You're going to be coming back here in what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I guess.
Barry Duster, you a mod? Yeah, this sounds good here. Badge is coming through stout. What do you think about living up there in all that ice and snow this year, Badge?
Well, I'm not doing it. This is the last year. I'm not doing it next year. I already told Al we're getting the hell out of here. I says, we'll probably be, we got doctors, like when you get old and gray like us, you have to have doctor's appointments. Well, not Al, but me. And so we're probably we got to wait till the August. And then August, it's going to be, we're going to have her in full gear and we're coming down. We'll be down. I like to stay in Texas for a year just to try it, because I got my buddies down there, Xanadu, and they say it's really nice. So, like, Eric and them are all down in that, what the hell was not, I always say Point Pelee, it's not Padre Island.
Yeah,
And they loved it down there. So, I don't know. I like to try it. So, just for
you'd
1
like
year anyway.
you'd like Padre Badge. That's nice down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Papa Tex and all that up around, and Billy's up around Shreveport, and Papa Tex is up by McKinley, and I don't know. I don't know. See, we're Texas and Alberta are a lot the same. They're a lot the same. So I don't know. I think
You get
you
way
don't get
down
as much snow.
in South Texas now. Your weather's usually pretty good down there. They might have a
Yeah.
couple cool spells, but they don't normally have any snow or ice or anything like that down there.
Yeah.
In
I
fact,
don't know. It's just
down there on
you know.
Padre, it's usually better than Florida. The weather is. You're actually further south than the tip of Florida is down there at Padre.
Yeah. The biggest problem we have is that you get under the time and we just don't have that much time left in life. So you got to run and go all over the place and see these places, right? So
Yeah, that's right.
that's the thing, like people, they don't, I don't know. It's just, you don't have that much time and you can be gone here 1 minute and gone the next. So you got to do it when you can do it, right? So,
That's right. I've always been that way too. I just
yeah.
got,
So,
got to go. I know I was telling them a while ago before you came in here. I've been sitting still for 3 or 4 months, taking care of some stuff. I've got
yeah.
it's bad. It ain't even funny, boy. I'm having a keep my boots nailed down to keep going.
Yeah, we'll try. I don't know what I like. I don't know. It's just and the price of gas this year is going to really dictate because it's going like nuts. But and us pulling the trailer, we can only even if we slow down, we can gain probably 9.5 miles a gallon. But if we are moving like we usually do, we're down to like 7. But the big thing is to stay out of the mountains. I think we just have to stay out of the mountains because that's where we chew it up. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to let the gas mileage or the gas cost of gas dictate too much. But I don't know. Like I told Al, I've done my 2 years in Alberta in the winter. I'm done. So
No, it's higher, but it's been higher than that than it has been right now here in Texas.
yeah.
I gassed up here the other day and it's 319. Hello, Kenny.
Yeah, see, we come down. Well, last time we were down there 2 years ago, we come down and we got into Deming, Texas, and it was like most of the places. It was like 295, 325, somewhere around there, right? We get into Deming, it's 210. I'm saying, oh, but that was a good trip. That when we come down through Texas because we're going to Lollapalooza, right, which is down there, and we come into Texas, and I says, Jesus, we might just have to stay here at $2.10 a gallon, So, but I don't know.
Are you gonna be down here for that one this year, Bad?
We're trying to make it. It's we're trying to make it down to get there this year because you don't have to go every year to Lollapalooza, but every couple of years is good because there's a whole bunch of good people there. Like it's a good bunch,
Yeah,
So
that 1 year I went up there, well, I really enjoyed the crew. And I knew a few of them,
yeah.
but
Yeah. Like the funny thing is that we always say you can't bring saucy because every time you bring saucy, it rains, right? So we were up there when it rained the year that Blind Views came down, and it was a hoot. Like it was a lot of fun. Like I already gone there once, but it's worth the trip. Like for us to pull from Alberta to Texas for it, it's worth it. It's really worth it. So
yeah, well, I met you just for a minute. I remembered you, but I wound up and got sick when I was down there. I got down there and got sick. I got messed around, and I'm allergic to eggs, and I ate something that had some eggs in it. I didn't feel real good. But
that'd be a bad place to be if you're allergic to eggs. Everything cat eggs.
yeah, well, it doesn't make me have any problems with the bathroom or anything. It just makes me hurt. Feel like I got a toothache. Hello, Amy and Dan.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan. Hey, Fairy Dust. Hey, Jim and Ashley. Badge.
Yeah.
The old Ford man's there.
See you, Michael.
Do I sound any better?
I tell you
It's
what,
not
you
echoing
talk.
now.
No, it seems like it's pretty good now.
Yeah, it seems all right now.
She tried Google
Anyway,
Chrome.
I just wanted to come up and see if there was an echo and say hi because I just stumbled by on the home thing and I'm thinking, what the hell is he doing up? He's got no friends. Why the hell would he be up on a live? So I thought I better come and say hi.
Well, you need to start coming in here. I was gonna open up and do one live a week, Badge, and do it for an hour. And ever since then, I've been doing one every damn night. They've been running 2.5, 3 hours. So
I know, but the problem, I don't know. It's just that, I don't know. I'm probably one of the worst ones too. I don't do lives, but I get into lies all the time. But the problem is that the shit on TV is there's so much crap going on. You don't know what to believe anymore. And at least you can look at the screen on your friggin' phone, and at least most of it's true. So I don't know. I try to stay away from the news and all that crap because all it does is piss me off. But I don't know. I think it's like even Bill, Willie's even doing them now, so that's kind of funny. But yeah,
Yeah, it
but
is.
I don't know. At least you're not hurting nothing or destroying anything, right? So, like what people do on their own time, what's it really matter? Like who the hell's to judge you?
Yeah.
Like really? So,
But I don't know. These women in this chat can get pretty damn rough, Ed.
well, that's all right. That's why you got the camera between you. Like they can swat you all they want, but it don't hurt.
Oh, I'd have
And they
knocked
can
all over.
smack you on, but it don't hurt, Ron. I'll tell you. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I would. I'd have knocked all over my head for me ladies in here.
Oh yeah, I'd be black and blue and purple by now.
Yeah.
I'd be black and blue and purple, yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go at her. Now I know you're on every night. I'll come and bug you every once in a while. Hey, I know that guy. I know that YouTuber guy. I know him. So yeah.
Ed, I appreciate you coming.
Voice. It's the voice, yeah. I used to get a kick out of that one. That's funny. But okay, guys, we'll keep in touch.
Night, Badge.
Good night, Matt. Good night,
See you later.
Badge.
Yeah.
Good night, Badge.
Yeah. Bye.
Badger's character, and
Yes.
I tell you what, when they had Mike on here and Badge on here that same night on Paulo's, that was the best. Them two get going, they got your hands full.
The two of them and then Jimmy was in the chat.
Do what?
The two of them on that live, and then Jimmy was in the chat.
Yeah. I didn't say hello to you when you come in, but you sort of snuck in.
Just snuck in.
They,
I was chatting with some friends. We figured we better come over and say hello.
But this deal here gets habit for me. If I don't get on here usually like on Sunday night when I'm not on here, well, it feels like I'm not doing my job or something. It's funny. And they, I sort of felt sorry for Kenny tonight. They were picking on Kenny pretty hard over there a while ago.
We'll pick on Kenny, do
Kenny looked like that thermometer again. The top of his head was getting red. We're going to have to get him a new nickname. Thermometer Kenny. Thermometer for Kenny or something. Mm-hmm.
The highest thing's going with you, Ron.
Oh, I can't complain. Everything's going pretty good. So, if I can keep my dog from eating my RV. That's before you come in here, Kenny. That little bulldog. Other night, I thought the wind was blowing. My damn travel trailer was shaking.
Yeah.
I went outside this morning, and that crazy little old bulldog had got hold of the cover on the spare tire.
Yeah.
And he was jerking on the back of that trailer so damn much he was moving this 32-foot travel trailer back and forth. He tore that tire cover plumb off that damn trailer.
Oh, wow.
It was scattered all over the damn yard this morning. No, Amy, I know you wouldn't pick on Kenny. And your halo was getting in too.
I agree, Diane. Who was never?
You know, I was thought halos were gold. After I got into this crew, well, I think they must be green or something.
Did you have a chance to look at my video that I did yesterday about 3 o'clock?
No,
Kind of halo.
oh, that's about par for course. A lady got one of them halos on that shoot dim or brighten up. Just fit the mood. Y'all had a halo on like that, like land, where it would that your mood is showing that halo. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
Could change colors.
Oh goodness. No, I did. I got started watching part of it, Kenny, and I had company for a few minutes. I didn't get to go back to it.
Oh,
I'll watch it in the morning.
You watch it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that premiere that I did at 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, it was about where I finally found the issue with the power steering thing on the van.
What did you find?
Like I said in the video, it looks like it's leaking from the hose and the steering gearbox. So I'm changing them both out just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, so it was like you thought it was, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you could tell it was awful wet. And you could hear it every time every time Dad turned those wheels, you could hear it whining and stuff like that. And you could hear it really whining if he turned it a certain way.
Yeah. And you get that thing fixed. Oh. I've
You
got
drink any of that? You
yeah.
ever drink any of that? Big Blue?
What is that?
That's cream soda.
I hadn't had a cream soda in years.
That's
Pretty
not
darn
natural.
good.
Soda.
Yeah, Diane, they talk about them bridge fries. I'm still not too familiar with what the hell that is.
Well, they're not good that they're celebrating their 90th anniversary this year.
Say that again.
So they're not good that they're celebrating their 90th anniversary this year.
Is it those fries with the gravy on them? Is that what that is?
Yeah. Well, you can get all those other toppings on, but the best is just salt and vinegar.
There's something
Are they just regular French fries, or what is a bridge fry?
We call them bridge fries is because under the bridge here in town, the original Alberts is where I'm going, and when Badge and I talk about it, they were the original French fry truck under the bridge, so that's what we call it, bridge fries.
Oh, okay.
Over time, they decided they would only give contracts to 3 of the food trucks under the bridge, and Albert's lost their contract, so a block away they opened a storefront and have been doing it out of there. Now they usually close down around October, and they don't reopen until spring, and they just reopened on Saturday.
And you're using lime and salt on them, huh?
Sorry?
I said you're putting lime and salt on them?
Vinegar and salt.
Oh, vinegar and salt. Okay.
Veg says they're French fries, but homemade and cooked in deep fryer.
Oh, yeah. Dang, y'all gonna make me hungry again. You know, it's funny how vinegar I like vinegar. I like the twang that goes with it.
Some people like the malt vinegar. Some people like regular vinegar, like the white vinegar.
I use a lot of vinegar when I cook. And like on a salad, if it's in the summertime, I just soon have vinegar and oil as I had any kind of dressing.
That was my mom's favorite, oil and vinegar.
So, yeah.
I like just regular white vinegar, Diane, but you can get malt vinegar on them. But
I got where I just use the same white vinegar or the apple cider. I'll use a little bit of that. So, yeah. But I'm not really that crazy about the taste of apple.
I drunk some of that today.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted you to talk for a minute where I could see if it's going to echo. Now she ain't going to say nothing. Ashley.
Yes. I put Jim underneath the bearskin rug with claws just now.
Now, Diane, I don't either. The vinegar and oil is just cleaner tasting to me than once in a while I'll eat ranch or something. But I'm in a restaurant, I eat ranch. At home, I'll eat oil vinegar. I love a good salad too. Ooh.
Yeah, me too. I could eat salad. I could eat salad all day long, every day.
Me
A couple
too.
of days ago, I planted 100 onions and put one package of 3 different kinds of salad and spinach. Planted all that in the garden. I ought to have some salad coming up here shortly.
I especially like some good old homegrown tomatoes and cucumbers and all those mixed vegetables that you can buy that homegrown. You know.
I'm picky when it comes to fish and chips, Badge. The only ones I really like are from the wharf, and unfortunately, they're closing in 2 weeks permanently.
And what y'all call chips is just fries.
So fish and chips, yeah, it's fries.
Yeah.
British refer to fries as chips.
So it's not so when you say fish and chips, it's not an actual chip
No, it's French fries.
like a regular potato chip.
No, it's regular. It's regular, like home cut French fries type thing.
Okay, because usually when I hear somebody talk about chips, I think of like potato chips, like glazed potato chips, Moore's potato chips, things like that.
That's what I thought too, Kenny.
Yeah, Brene, the one place I do like that makes French fries with salt and pepper is where my son used to work in town. And they do some good fries, not as good as French fries, but they do some good fries. And they just season them with salt and pepper and serve them. And that's the way I eat them from that place without. Yeah, the wharf will be gone as of I think next weekend, 12th or 13th, something like that. And you can't get any because they're sold out before they even open.
Yeah, the first time I saw that, I thought it was good. But y'all fish that y'all eat up there is different than what we eat down here. Down here, most of the time, it's catfish. And up there, it's what, cod and walleye and that kind of stuff. What kind of fish are they serving?
That thing. That thing that tire your truck up.
Do what, Jim?
He likes to eat steering wheel covers.
Turn your mic down a little bit.
Okay. What that is? Better?
Yeah, you're still pretty loud.
Is it better?
Yeah, that's a little better there. Your mic or whatever it is picks up good because you're pretty loud on it most of the time. So, Diane, I'm like you. I love sugar snap peas. I just eat them raw right off the vine. And this little old dog of mine, if I put them in the ice box, every time I open the ice box, I think he's got to have some sugar snap. He loves them things.
Did you say sugar snap peas? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's early pea that grows in pretty cool weather, but it's sweet. You can just eat them raw, but they've got a sweet flavor to them.
It's not like a regular. It's not like a regular pea then.
Well, I mean, it sort of looks like they're flat, but it looks like a regular pea on the inside if they let them get full grown. But they got a real sweet, crisp taste to them. You'd like them, Kenny, if you like salad.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I just. I don't think I've ever had any. To be honest with you. I see. I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of peas by themselves. Unless it's cooked in like with like a vegetable soup or some type. It has to be mixed in with other things. You give me a plate of peas on the side, I won't touch them.
Bad, you come back and see us now, folks. Enjoy it.
Good night, Badge.
Yeah, well, there's not many kind of vegetables I don't like. I pretty well like most vegetables, especially for bread.
But yeah, I'll eat like peas and like beef stews, vegetable soups, and things like that. And
you eat okra?
Yeah, I'll eat okra. Yeah,
That's nasty.
I love okra. I'll eat your share, Jim.
How much share?
You're welcome to it. I'll
I'll
give you some eggplant too if you like that. I eat that stuff.
Eggplant too. You can have it too.
I love egg. I've only had it one time though, but I do like it.
I got put it on a grill last year, and it took all the slimy part of it out. They're good like that. Just but now the way I like okra the best is I like to pickle that stuff and put it up. And them things are good if you do it right.
I like mine fried. I don't think I've ever. I think that's about the only way I've had okra is fried. I don't think I've ever had it pickled.
Yeah, well, they boil it, pickle it, roast it, do everything in the world. You know,
But I'm sure I'd probably like it because I like pickled eggs. I like pickled sausages.
you like dill pickle?
I like dill pickles. Now I'm not a big fan. I used to be a big fan of. Bread and butter pickles, but I'm not a big fan of those.
Every once in a while, I'll take a notion that I want bread and butter, and I'll eat a bunch of them, and I'm through with it.
And I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of. I'm not really. I used to be a really big fan of sweet pickles. I'm not a really big fan of sweet pickles.
You like pickles hog feet?
Pickle what, Jim?
Pickle hog feet.
Pickled pig's feet. Yeah, I love pickled pig's feet.
I'll burn you some, man. I got plenty in my freezer.
Oh, pickled beets. Oh man, that's my kind of eating right there too.
My wife would eat them things, them pickled beets, like they were going out of style. I didn't really care for them, but
make your tongue slap your brain there.
Makes you think.
I'll tell you what. Funny how different parts of the country cook stuff different. And some of it's the same thing, but just a different damn name on it.
I like your haircut, Kenny.
Oh, thank you, Jim.
Might bring a rag over and shine it up a little bit.
No, I get one like this about 3 or 4 times a year. That way I don't have to fool with combing it.
That works.
That they were talking about earlier. Said if I was gonna get one cut like this before I go on the cruise, and I said, yeah, I probably will. I won't have no hair.
When you going to Helen?
I'll make sure. The plan is I'm leaving out of here early Thursday morning. I should get Helen, Georgia, about, if everything goes well, I should get there no later than 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Have a safe trip.
I'm gonna be taking the truck, and I need to change that. I need to change that air filter on that truck, and need to put me some that sea foam down in there to try to get rid of that. Try to see if I get that gas to smoothing out a little bit, because it's acting like it's.
Well, you're going to wake up like Kenny by morning.
Sea foam helps. The more you drive it, the better it works.
Yeah.
We go
We were talking about that okra a while ago. Okra is not native to the United States. They came from Africa. And it's like sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are from South America. They're not from here.
See, I did not know that. Interesting.
We got Dr. Wednesday, don't we?
Sweet potatoes is something I can take a little bit of, but I don't like old.
I get my tooth fixed Wednesday.
Oh, that'd be good. You'll be talking like this for a while.
No, we's forgetting something. We go to the baby doctor Wednesday.
Oh,
Yeah.
the baby doctor for Jim or what?
Me. I'm about 8 weeks pregnant.
Oh, Jim, you better straighten up now.
There'll be a baby Kenny running around.
Oh, my Lord. Think the world will stand it?
Be wild like me.
Diane, my wife, would do that. She'd get a sweet potato and put butter in it. She put cinnamon on it. Just eat that thing like candy. I don't know, just something about it I didn't care.
Now, like I said many times before, the only way I will eat sweet potatoes is if they're in like sweet potato pie, or my aunt used to make them. She would make them. I think she'd make them with apples and cinnamon, and she'd mix some spices and stuff in it to where it would not taste like a regular sweet potato. Now I'll eat them that way, but if you give them to me just plain on the side on the plate or anything else, or yams, give me just regular yams, I will not touch them things at all.
I love Irish potatoes. Just regular potatoes. I eat the heck out of them.
Hey, Troy, yes?
Hey, Mr. Troy. How you doing? Well, you know, that's like your favorite. One of your favorites is not native to the United States. That's avocado.
I don't know that one either.
No, and not.
But like I said, the only way I'll eat that is if it's got to be mixed in with the spices and other things to where it's not, to where it don't. I can't taste that bitterness. I mean, it's. I even tried it with salt, but it didn't help it none. Ugh.
Okay.
You like olives?
Do
No,
what?
I don't like olives either. I'm not a big fan of olives.
I
Nope.
love olive. Ooh, I can sit there
I
and
like
eat them.
them all.
I think if I remember, I can't remember if Amy said she liked olives or not. I think she does.
I like them.
I think she likes one, but not the other. If I remember right.
I like them on pizza, but it.
I won't even get olives with pizza. I mean,
Yeah.
I won't even. I won't eat olives at all. Period.
Well, I like green olives, and the black olives are all right, but they don't have much taste.
I like green.
One of my favorite deals is you get these big olives, and they'll have garlic stuff in them or jalapeno stuff in them instead of pimento. Ooh, I can eat my weight in things. They're
You should
expensive.
do black olives. Black olives.
No, I do not like. I do not like mayo only in certain things. And that's macaroni salad and deviled eggs.
I like them.
And no, I won't mix that. No, that mixture don't even sound appetizing to me. That's like people like to put dressing on pizza, and I'm like, ugh.
Everybody keeps talking about pineapple on pizza. Now, that's one I never have got.
Now I tried that one time. I tried that when I went to Branson last year. Storyteller Donnie Wheeler had ordered me and him a pizza, and we had shared the pizza, and it had pineapple on it, and that was my very first time ever eating pizza with pineapple.
That's pretty damn good, I think.
Believe it or not, it actually tasted pretty good. I actually loved it. I actually rated it a 10, actually. So
I'll make you some of my famous ketchup chicken.
no, yeah, no. Mm-mm.
You like barbecue chicken?
Yeah, I like barbecue chicken, but I don't want no ketchup. What is that?
I like to eat.
Yeah, but I don't eat some. I know I eat some weird things, but some of the things that y'all mentioned, I would not want to even try myself.
That's true, Bernay. Everybody's palate is different.
Yeah, everybody's got different. Yeah, you know.
Well, I'm gonna drop down because I gotta get up for another live bright and early in the morning. So have a good night, folks.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
You gonna get a couple hours sleep before bees, huh?
Well, I want to get at least 3 or 4.
Yeah,
6:30 comes early.
yeah, I know. I'll still be up probably.
Maybe. Have a good night. Talk to you
Good
later.
night.
Whoop, I didn't catch her quick enough. Michael Ann, appreciate you coming up.
Yeah, she's getting ready to go get her a couple hours of sleep before Call Me B in the morning.
Well, it went to raining here. I thought I heard something in there. coming down pretty good.
What time is it in Canada?
It is 1:53. It's almost 2:00 where she's at.
Turn on the heat.
So me and her are in the same time zone. We're Eastern Standard Time. So is Call Me V. Now,
Hello, Wayne.
hey Wayne McGee. Now, Paula, on the other hand, she's in a different time zone on her side of Canada. Her side of Canada, it's I think it might be 2 hours difference. I think. I'm not real sure. She's in that part of Canada where they don't change. She's in Saskatchewan, so she doesn't change time either. And right now she's in Arizona, of course, and they don't change time.
I tell you what, you get to run across country and trying to keep up with the time, it'll drive you nuts.
Hey, Janice Vermaz.
Yeah, we're gonna have to stand you in the corner if you keep coming in late, Janet.
I'll put her under a bearskin rug.
But okay, so Troy S is saying that. Are you saying that Paula, in her part of Canada where she's from, she is Mountain Standard Time Zone? Is that what you're saying?
That's what you're speaking, not buddy.
Which that means that's 3 hours difference. That's 3 hours difference from Eastern Standard Time.
Ask Kenny doesn't know what Wednesday is.
You know what Wednesday is, Kenny?
Wendy's hump day.
No, it's not. Hold on. Let me get up. Oh, where's my cigarettes? Wednesdays are.
Actually sounds like a rat in a brand box.
Oh, whoa. You want one of these?
No, I was just talking about all the racket you were making.
Oh, that was my recliner. And it has to be fixed.
This thing I'm sitting on has to be fixed.
Wednesday's our what is it?
Anniversary.
I couldn't put up with him for 3 years.
Well, I'm in Central
Somebody
Time,
has to.
Still don't know what my lighter says.
and then in El Paso, that's where it changes to Mountain Time.
You
Here
ever
in
seen a lighter made like that?
most of Texas is Central.
It's got a light switch on it.
Just party on, just flick.
Hmm.
I think that's what it says.
I think so too.
Yeah, they. Okay.
Beside my chair over and get that seasoning so Kenny.
So what is Wednesday, Ashley?
Anniversary.
Oh, okay. Well, happy anniversary.
3 years.
3 long terrible years. What is that?
In the kitchen.
Oh.
He's going to show you something, Kenny, you need to try.
Show me something that I need to try.
Yeah. You like steak, don't you, Kenny?
Put some meat on it.
You like radishes or carrots, Kenny?
What is that?
I'll show you.
Smokehouse.
No,
Moses.
I do like carrots, but I'm not a big fan of radishes.
Things are hot and bitter.
I don't like horseradish. I think it is.
Yeah. There's one thing I like horseradish on. That's prime rib. Whew, it sets it off just about right. Oh, I got started on them radishes last year. I had a bunch of them, and I got started throwing them on the grill.
Yeah.
On the grill, and they're just as mild as can be. They're not bitter or feel hot.
I like mustard greens that come out of the garden. Fresh mustard greens.
Yeah, I like. I tell you something. I talked a buddy about.
Oregon.
It was turnip. That's something I don't think I've ever ate. I've ate turnip greens, but I don't think I've ever ate turnip.
Same way with me. I've had turnip greens, but I don't think I've ever had just fried turnips. Now my cousin can fry up some turnips, but I've not tried them yet. I've not had a chance to try them.
How about organ peas? You ever eat organ peas?
Oregon? Are you saying Oregon peas?
Yeah, organ peas. I'm planting some organ peas too.
I've never heard of them.
They're called Oregon sugar snap, Ron.
I ain't never ate none, but I planted them.
They grow on a bush instead of on a vine.
You don't have to stake them.
Yeah, it's funny. We got 11 or 12 people in here. Nearly everything that we talk about, some people just hate it, and some people love it. You know, it's funny how different the tastes are with people.
Hey, babe,
Yeah.
go in the bearskin rug again.
That's like I tried. Somebody tried to get me to eat hummus.
What's that?
You know what?
It's some type of like dip and stuff. It looks like
Chickpeas.
it's nasty. It's not good. I tried it.
It's made out of chickpeas.
Yeah, it's nasty.
I agree with you there.
I'll get you some avocado dip.
No.
Go in the again. Go.
When he said that, his damn top lip curled up.
I sent Jim on the bearskin.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of I'm not a big fan of hummus. No, hummus is nasty. Yeah.
Is you talking about chickpeas? Do you grind them up or something? I've never eaten it.
You can have my share, Janice. I'm sorry, but you can have my share.
Yes, you grind the chickpeas up, Ron.
What do you do? Just what do you put in with them?
Some people put like other different stuff. Me and Jim make it homemade. I forget what we put in ours.
When you say chickpeas now, are you talking about like down in the South, they call it black-eyed peas? That's the same thing?
Yes.
That's something I like. Especially fresh black-eyed peas.
Looks like Kenny's going to sleep on us.
No, I'm going to sleep. I just can't get over the hummus stuff. Ugh. Yeah.
All right, who all in here likes celery?
I do.
Now I like celery.
I like it. What about you, Janice?
Get over here and be good. My turn.
Did you know celery is one food that when you eat it, you burn more calories digesting it than you get from the celery? You just ate celery all the time, you starve to death.
I like it with peanut butter.
I like it just eating it in a salad, basically.
I like a pickled and ketchup sandwich.
I can actually take and eat a thing of celery by itself. Actually,
Me too.
I take celery and cut it up when I get it and wash it and then put it in a plastic bag with a little water on the bottom of it. Man,
Yeah.
it tastes good and crisp like that. And then I'll dip it in just about any kind of dip.
We bought some of that Crisco the other day, Rhonda, done what you told us to do.
Oh no! Oh no! That ain't not with this old boy. No.
Make you slap your brain.
No, not with hummus. No, that stuff is.
Oh, here's one that don't like celery. And people either love it or hate it. I like celery where they put, what is it?
Peanut butter and
Pimento cheese. I like
peanut butter and raisins on it. Now I've seen it done that way. I've seen people where they'll take celery and put peanut butter and then they'll put raisins on top of that.
I'm gonna have to try that hummus. I'll look a recipe up and see what I can come up with.
You can actually buy it in the store. It says hummus on the tub that it comes in, the container it comes in. If you've got a Walmart or a Kroger's or a Food City or trying to think, or maybe an Ingles, they'd probably have it. You can buy that stuff just about anywhere.
Maybe I just didn't know what I was looking for. I was looking around the other day, Kenny. If I knew it would ship all right, I'd send you some stuff. I make a lot of jerky. It's a little bit different. And I'll have to get a package of that stuff and set it up one of these days and send it to you and see how you like it.
I'm sure I'll probably like it because I love jerky.
Well,
I've been doing taste test reviews on this stuff that Tim from Time for Exploring has sent me. I actually did a video this morning at like around 7:30 this morning. I put out a video where I did a taste test and dedicated it to Time for Exploring because he was the one that sent it out to me. So,
what kind of jerky do you make, Ron?
Do what now?
What kind of jerky do you make?
Oh, kind of jerky?
Yeah.
Most of the time it's pepper jerky. But I do it a little bit different. I don't cut the meat. I grind the meat. And then I've got one of them jerky shooters that I shoot it out. And it's not so damn tough to bite. Man.
It makes me hungry just thinking about it.
I tell you what, I can eat my weight and that stuff.
Have you ever had a deer bologna?
Yeah, I do a lot of it out of this year. I didn't kill many deer, but usually I kill 5 deer. And I usually take the back strap, make steaks out of them, and then everything else grind it. Put about 10% beef salad with it. That was my ground meat.
Can I get me some deer jerky, baby? I like that stuff.
Hey, everything outdoors, Michigan.
Yeah, hello. How you doing outdoor? That's a new name in here, isn't it?
I believe he's been, I've seen him around in other chats, and he's been to my chat before. And I've mainly seen him around Captain Jack's chat, I believe. I can't remember his. I can't remember his real name, but I've seen him around.
After enough martinis, you don't care what that olive tastes like.
But and I know RV Weekends makes his own jerky too. RV Weekends, Robert.
Yeah.
I've seen him. I've seen him do a video on where he makes his own jerky.
I need to see how well some of that stuff would pack. But I got some of that pemmican too. Indians used to use for the turkey and stuff. If I could get that stuff to do right, I'd send you some of that. It'd be different.
Yeah. I'm willing to try it. I mean,
Fairy dust, that's one drink I don't really care too much about. Is a martini. Just they're all right. I just never did care too much for them.
Make me some deer jerky.
Do what?
I want some deer jerky.
Yeah, I have to do that. I made summer sausage one year and it turned out pretty good, but I haven't made any of that in several years. I tell you what, I miss my deer meat. I like deer. You talking about feta cheese, Janice? I'm not crazy about that anyway.
Me neither. You want?
Damn it. I hate that. I got a damn cramp and a calf in my leg.
You told me about it. I had one in my leg the other night and I fell straight on the floor. Jim started laughing.
I don't do that very much. Back when I was playing football, I used to get them pretty bad. I don't usually get them very often.
You ever get them in your toes and cramps?
No, usually if I get a cramp, it's going to be in my leg or my stomach will cramp. I bend over and the muscles across my stomach. Not as much now as it used to, but when I was in really good shape, it's bad about cramping.
Tell Kenny we've been sick.
Long Island I see. I ain't thought about that in a long time.
Yeah, I've been down a little bit too, Kenny.
What now?
Been sick.
We've been sick.
You've been sick.
Both of us.
Oh, wow. Hope y'all get feeling better.
Thank you. We think it's allergies.
That's what I think it is too, but it drops you a little bit.
Amy, you sound like you like salad about like I do.
Quit eating candy. Quit. In the mailbox.
In the mailbox.
Oh, you lost me on them lamb strips now. I need to come down there and let you make some of them lamb strips you're talking about for me and see if you can cook them where I like it. So far, I haven't found any mutton I like. I'm the same way. I mean, I can fill up on a salad bar.
Can you look at him to see you?
Yeah, Amy's asking you sick with what?
It's allergies or something. Just nose runs.
Hello, William.
Hey, William.
I had the bronchitis part. He didn't.
You keep our stuff.
Come over here, baby. Let's see.
You like cottage cheese? Like cottage cheese, Kenny?
No. Mm-mm.
Me neither. This cat does.
I like to cut a slice of that on sandwich.
Cottage cheese?
Yeah.
You're
Mm.
disgusting.
Well, I got an iron stomach. I can eat anything.
I got cottage cheese over pineapple. Good.
I like ham and pineapple.
Well, and I like cottage cheese over tomatoes if they're fresh.
Couldn't you smell gravy out of the fridge?
What is that?
And those kiddo put me a little bit in a bowl or something.
Oh, you want something?
Yeah.
You hungry over there?
Yeah, quit. Make me hungry. I made pepper gravy the other day.
Mm-mm-mm. And that's graphic enough, Janice.
You drinking coffee?
Who, me?
Ron is, I think.
I am.
No, that's hot water and lemon and honey.
Oh, I like that stuff.
Never ever tried that one, William. You can come up with some of the weirdest combinations on food. Anybody
Amen.
Amen on that
Amen. Amen on that one.
I'm gonna get Skinny some escargot.
Now that I'm going to try, but some of these combinations that William comes up with, no way, Jose, with all the
No, you gotta put the gravy out.
Oh, wait a minute. I'll make you some.
with all the money in China, so to speak, I say.
That's homemade gravy.
I tell you what, we've been talking about all this food. I sure have got hungry for damn fried green tomatoes or fried squash. That sounds good.
Too much pepper.
Back when I was about 19, I
Please
guess,
come here.
like that, I got food poisoning off pizza. I don't eat much pizza. I wouldn't eat any for long. When I was
Come over here. Come over here. Come over here.
Beep, 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 beep.
if I eat pizza, usually it's just pepperoni and crust. And I'll eat about half of one pizza about once every month. That's all I want.
Don't sit on Kenny.
Now my dad loves cottage cheese. He can live on cottage cheese. He likes cottage cheese and tater chips. That's what he can live on.
Where's he at? It's Kenny Reyes.
Where's he at?
Huh?
Where's Papa?
Where's your papa at?
He's over there asleep.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Go kiss right here. Time to get up.
Let him sleep.
That's something I've never done. And I never have made a pizza. Left me out on a couple of them things.
Kenny don't know what I'm bringing him, does he?
I don't care too much for the onions and
Ask Kenny.
fried eggs I can't eat.
Hey, Kenny, you want me to bring you some anchovies?
Mm-mm.
What about calamari?
You got calamari?
Yeah, I love calamari.
Yeah, I like it. It's not
I
too
had
much
it once.
seafood. Now, I don't like sushi. I'm not going to eat
I had calamari once. I didn't know what I was eating. I was eating octopus. I didn't even know it.
that. Yeah, that's good.
Never ate octopus.
Well, the squid is a calamari. Isn't it?
That's the one that sprinkle over you. I think. I want some crab legs.
It's squid, though. It's not octopus, is it? Calamari.
Yeah.
I want some crab legs.
I usually go down on the coast. We used to catch them things all the time. Don't always use them for bait or throw them back.
You missed it one day. Them frogs were hollering. I went over and said, "Pull it," and they shut up.
I'm gonna bring Kenny some of them. He can fry the frog legs. He likes frog legs.
So they're jumping out of the pan.
Kenny, I'm bringing you some frogs. You're gonna cook the legs for me.
Yeah, I'm about like you, Perry does. Ain't that a lot of work for him?
We're going to the beach in September.
I love Virginia Beach.
Like
You
most,
need to.
I'm not real crazy about crab legs, but I love shrimp. I can eat my
Me too.
shrimp.
I love shrimp.
Tell him I done one night.
What'd you do?
Made him in the microwave.
Yeah, she made me some in the microwave and she burnt the bowl. She must want me to eat the bowl too.
Yeah.
Well, shrimp. Now I like fried shrimp and I like shrimp cocktail. And but now the other ways they fix the shrimp, it's all right, but I'm not too crazy about it.
Computer's getting turned dead.
Oh, it's hard.
Really, I'm surprised, man. You like fish being from down under.
There we go. Put it on charger.
I got a video I'll make here in the next 2 or 3 weeks that we're fixing to go on a river trip and probably with a kayak again. We do. We'll cook some fish and stuff down there on. We always eat good on the river at Terra State.
We met a lot of people from Texas and Virginia.
On what? Texas?
We go to the beach. We've met a lot of people from Texas.
Really?
A lot of people from Houston and Dallas.
Yeah, that's not fun.
It's pretty down at the beach.
When I was a kid, I lived on the Texas coast for about 10 years. And that's back before they cleaned that Texas coast up. And there's them chemical plants and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I can go down there for about a day, and I done had about all of it.
I wanted to tell y'all, Roy and Becky says to say hello to y'all. They've been trying to chat away, but nobody can't see them for some reason. They've been saying stuff in your chat like howdy to everyone and stuff, but they're not showing up for some reason.
You know, they were having trouble with the internet too. The other day, they couldn't. Video wouldn't come up. The voice was coming up, but not the video.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
probably a glitch or something. But because he's texting me here now, he's been texting me here, asking me if I can see their comments in the chat, and I'm like, I can't see your comments in the chat at all.
Oh, in this chat?
Yeah, he's been they've been chatting away, but we can't see him.
No, I haven't seen any of it.
I'm getting tired of the post office service.
They can't figure out why.
Our internet comes from next door.
Yeah, Roy's been trying to say howdy to everybody. And he's even said howdy to me in the chat, but I can't see it.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen any messages from him come up. Hello, Billy. Yeah.
Drop down to anywhere in bed.
Roy just cracked me up. He's funny to me.
Good night, everybody.
Going to bed?
Yeah, going to bed.
We got a long day to travel tomorrow, about 3.5 hours.
Oh,
His parents.
where y'all headed?
My parents is.
Oh, okay.
Hot Wheel.
Well, tell your dad we hope he keep getting better.
I will.
If I don't fall down the stairs this time again.
She's done that one day.
And we don't bounce as good as we used to, actually. You don't need to be doing that.
No, I have bad knees anyway.
Her knees ain't that good.
In my vision.
She has vision problems too. She's blind in one eye.
Which one, Sean?
She's blind in her right eye.
I can understand that, her putting up with you. She's bound to have some eye problems. Keep you around.
Yeah. He's sleeping under a bearskin rug tonight.
You gonna be there too.
Mm-hmm. Good
night, everybody.
Good night, Ford Man.
Good night.
On fairy dust that Roy was emailing Kenny and said they were posting in the chat.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of it.
He's been chatting away, but nobody, we can't see the comments for some reason. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Janice. I was thinking too, you might want, after you get off the live here, Ron, you might want to check to see. You remember how it was with William, or might want to check.
Yeah, well, I've talked to Roy and them in here since I deal with Bree.
Yeah.
I know it's not to do with Bree, but I talked to Roy and them. Wait a minute, that was on their channel a couple days ago.
Yeah, I don't know. You own a business of 3, huh?
Well, I feel sorry for you because I've been there and done that. William, it's raining and cold here right now. Oh, I was going to tell you a while ago, Kenny, if you ever get you any peppers that are just a little bit too hot for you, cut you some carrots up and put in there with them peppers. That carrot will pull some heat out of them peppers.
Oh, okay.
If you see this hot mix and stuff they sell in these stores, you'll notice they always got carrots in there. And that's why it keeps it from being too hot.
Yeah.
You're talking about them turnips. I'm gonna have to try some of them and just see. I don't know if they fry them or if they bake them.
Yeah.
They grow. We put them out one time, planted a bunch of them when we had some cattle on the field. All them cattle ate them things.
Yeah, I was.
Is there anything beside the escargot and cattle? Can't even think. The octopus that you want to try on this cruise, Kenny?
I've tried the baby snails but I haven't tried the big. I haven't tried. I'd like to try some octopus. I haven't tried octopus either.
I've tried it, but I don't even. It's been so long ago. I don't even remember what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Now, the escargot, I never did try that. I've seen it, but a lot of people really like it. That's like oysters. There's a lot of people like oysters on a half shell.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like them.
But yeah, and I tell you something else I haven't tried. I haven't tried shark either. I haven't tried shark meat.
I've ate that before. That's not too bad. I guess the shark meat with shark fins, I think, that I ate. But, and a lot of people really like them. Do they eat a lot of that down there, Janet? I've ate stingray on the coast.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind trying it.
Not that popular here. But for a while, they got protecting the shark. Couldn't keep but one a day or something. Y'all got enough sharks over there off Australia that y'all could eat from now on. I guess they still like that over there. Kenny, I was reading the other day
Yeah.
that, they talk about the whites and the tiger shark. Well, in the United States, the shark that bites most people is a bull shark. And they found a bull shark all the way up to St. Louis on the Mississippi River here a while back.
Wow.
Yeah, well, it was like that here too. Catholic religion couldn't eat meat on Friday. There was always fish on Friday.
See, I've always been a meat person. I love meat and I love salads. I'm a meat and veggie eater.
And I'm about the same way with that. But I like fried foods too. Yeah. Yeah, I had a friend of mine down there that used to fish for them things all the time. I never have tasted one of them. Yeah, if there's not some meat on a plate, I don't feel like I'll be meat. I fry some stuff, and I grill a lot of meat too, though. I'll do that. It's hard to beat that old big cast iron skillet of mine. Get that thing just about red hot and drop a good steak in it, sear it on both sides, and cook it.
I've been wanting to try to. I've been wanting to try some. I've been wanting to try some food off the Blackstone Grill. Ever since I started following van life channels, RV channels, and they talk about the Blackstone Grill, I've been wanting to. It's been making me wanting to get a Blackstone Grill and.
Yeah, we had that was one of the first videos I posted on mine was how to redo them Blackstone grills and season them just like a skillet. Well, you saw some of that on my videos, didn't you?
I've watched all your videos that you put out. The only ones I haven't watched is the ones I think is live streams where I'd missed where I was out there in courtside. But I'll eventually go back and watch them too.
Yeah, well, I haven't posted many videos lately. I did. I need to. I've got 3 or 4 that I just need to fool with a little bit, and I can go ahead and post them. I need to start posting at least one video a week. Look at something. Oh, now, boy, that is neat. I finally got over 220, Kenny, on my subs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good job, Ron. Good job, Ron.
it's coming up a little bit. It's up to 223 now. So. Yeah. I like that, Troy. Y'all are making me hungry again.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch. I'm multitasking over here again, trying to watch another live too.
You on that porn fight again?
No, I'm on another channel. I'm trying to watch for trolls. I'm a moderator on that channel, so trying to watch it and make sure she don't get no trolls in there.
Well, most of these women over here tell you right quick if they turn around real fast, they black both your eyes.
You making me hungry, Janice. I love some lamb meat.
And that's something I don't care for. Or maybe I just, before I say that, I've tried it 3 or 4 times, and it may have just been uh, somebody that didn't cook it the way it was supposed to be cooked. It makes a lot of difference. That's like deer meat. If you don't know how to cook it, take care of it, it ain't worth the flip. Fairy dust, I misspelled. That don't make any difference what I do. But one thing I've got to type with just one hand, because if that way that thumb of mine is, if I start trying to type with it, man, I'm hitting 5 or 6 keys at a time. So I'm a one-handed typer. Well, meat's going up here too. That's one reason I haven't been traveling much in the last 3 or 4 months. We're setting that garden up, and I think we're fixing to buy one steer and sort of fatten it on up. And we may. I need to go hog hunting again. I guess I'll have to try something again, see if it was just a cook or. Janet, y'all eat a whole lot of mutton or lamb over there, don't you?
I've actually been. I've really been wanting to try some kangaroo from over there in Australia. Kangaroo meat.
Yeah.
I've been actually wanting to try some of that. I've not had it.
I don't remember which chain store it was. I don't remember if it was McDonald's or which one, but they were buying beef uh, from overseas, buying it from Australia. And they served it for a long time, and then somebody checked it, and it was kangaroo meat. So, they were dressing them kangaroos and selling it.
Do I want to touch that one, Troy?
Like that one guy said, he was going to a family reunion that weekend and try to pick some girls up. Well, we had the cattle business and the livestock business was real good in the United States for a lot of years. And then they put that futures market on it. When they put that futures market on it, well, they messed it up. It's hard to make a living out of it now. And the farmers don't make nothing out of it. They're the real big deal here in Texas where I live is people are buying grass-fed cattle. Hello, Mr. Troy.
What's up?
Hey, Troy.
How y'all doing?
Uh,
Fine as fine wine.
fine,
Yeah.
as frog hair split 2 or 3 ways.
Woo-wee. Man, that's fine right there.
You picking my habits up, ain't you, Kenny?
If I was any better, I couldn't stand myself.
That's right. Oh, Lord. No.
No, I've heard that saying way before you started using it.
I've heard that down here all my life. You know,
Yeah.
most people you say that to, they're like, huh? I didn't know a frog had hair. Well, they don't.
Right.
Yeah.
I grew up in the South, and man, I know all about frog hairs and chitlins, and you can bring it on. I can talk about it. Crappie, bluegill, frog gigging. Been there, done it.
Mm.
Blowing up beaver dams.
Boy, them things are getting thick down here now.
Beavers?
When I was a kid, you didn't ever see a beaver. Now you get on that river and they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Am I gonna get to see you in Helen, Troy?
No, I'm not going to be there this weekend. I've got some things coming up in actually Tuesday. So yeah, I started new therapy at the VA on Tuesday, and it's going to be weekly for me starting this Tuesday. Every Tuesday, I'll be in there doing some therapy and some work. So you know, I don't know. A few of y'all know, probably most of you don't know. 31 years ago, I was in the Middle East. Today. 31 years ago. Yeah, on March 2nd was the 1991 was the Battle of Ramadi. Some people call it the Battle of the Junkyard or Causeway. But anyway, it was 2 days after the ceasefire had came into effect, and some Republican guard that was retreating across the Euphrates River ambushed 2-7 infantry of the 24th Infantry Division, and of course I was with the 24th, but I was in 3-7, not 2-7. And I remember when the order came down, and it was not a pleasant order. It was let me put it to you this way. Highway 80 from Kuwait City to Basra was known as the Highway of Death. We made our own mile of death. Made it. So, yeah. Yeah. So that's what I've been reliving here for the past 2 weeks or so, and going through. So, but
just stay with
huh?
stay with it, Troy. The first 3 or 4 weeks into that deal, and I've been there and done that. First 3 or 4 weeks are tough
Oh yeah.
because a lot of time it opens up a can of worms you don't want to open, and but it gets better.
I'm starting to laugh at this stuff, or laugh at therapy now, because this is not my first time through. I mean, granted, I was in the Army for 8 years, and I got out, and for the next 20 so years, I became a firefighter paramedic. So I jumped in from one frying pan to literally kind of another frying pan, or figuratively another frying pan. But yeah, it's no, I've seen a lot of bad things, a lot of trauma, and I've had to deal with it, and still dealing with it. So it's I'm starting to laugh a bit more about it. And I'm definitely opening up a lot more about it. But yeah, that's what it is. But I started joking about Kentucky a minute ago. Let me turn this around a little bit. I was starting to make jokes about Kentucky, talking about, what has like 14 feet, 14 legs, and 7 feet, 24 lips, and 2 teeth. It's a Kentucky wedding or a family wedding or however you want to look at it. But yeah. And then you started talking about bulls, Ron, and some agricultural stuff. And it reminded me, it says, did you know that bestiality is legal in the state of Kentucky?
Really?
Oh, I'm dead serious. It's legal. And let me tell you, they've had an argument over it in the legislature. I said, whoa. We don't think we ought to be having sex with non-human animals. But they've said, oh, yes, you can in Kentucky. And here's part of the reason why. It's legitimate. But I love making a joke about it. Because honestly, to me, it blows my mind. The stud farms with the thoroughbreds in central Kentucky, they will masturbate the horse, save the sperm, and then sell it to artificially inseminate a mare somewhere in the Middle East with an Arabian horse or whatever. So I had to thinking one day, it says, I wonder how you fill out an application or a resume to be the person to do that job to a horse to catch that sperm. I mean, what type of education do you have to be the horse jacker at the farm?
There you
Soft
are.
hands?
I did a bunch of building pens and sale barns and stuff on a big 28,000 acre ranch. And they had registered Charolais cattle. And just to show you how crazy some of that stuff gets, now they'd use electricity on them bulls, but they had just a certain amount of those really high-powered bulls,
Right.
And then they had a bunch of scrub bulls, and they would put a deal around a bull's neck that had dye in it, had purple dye in it, the scrub bull, and then they'd go in and get on the private parts on them bulls and cut a hole in it to where the sperm would just run out on the ground. So they couldn't breed the cows, but they could top them and then mark them with that purple.
Yeah.
Then they take the cows into the good bulls, And they actually put zippers in some of the sides on some of those cows where they're artificially inseminating them to where they were have 8 or 10 calves.
Yep.
And they just had a zipper in the side where they didn't have to cut them open every time. There's some weird stuff goes on in some of this livestock stuff.
Janice is saying here, said, you'd at least need soft hands. That stallion would kick you to death if you had rough hands.
Ouch.
I'm not kidding you. They've got sleeves and all types of stuff. You can watch videos of it if you're that sick on YouTube. They've actually got them.
Yeah. That sounds cool, bro.
I mean, what would the interview questions be like? Hey, welcome to this such and such so-and-so horse farm. I understand you applied to be the horse whacker over here.
Head activator, huh?
Oh Lord!
I mean, what would the hiring process be?
That actually hurts me just thinking about it.
I'm telling you.
what we're talking about over here. Removing the cows.
No,
Yeah.
now wait a minute, Kenny. You done got mixed up. You don't remove the cows. It's it's the bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, removing the bulls. The male. Yeah.
It's where the mountain oysters come from, the bull.
Yeah.
I still don't know where the nuts are.
What'd you say? What Pep I'll say?
Oh, there goes Kenny. Breathe, Kenny. Breathe.
He said, I may be getting old, but I still know what settling nuts are.
Well, there's one thing about this live stream. You never know what in the hell you're going to talk about.
You ain't kidding. There's a big difference between udders and mountain oysters. I'll tell you.
So, I had a steel family. I had several friends of mine that were in the cattle business, and I'd help them. I fool with horses all the time, and I'd help them when they'd round up or get the cattle in. And sometimes that one friend of mine, they ran 28,000 head of cattle a year, soccer calves.
Wow.
One of the biggest operators in the United States. And they'd get them steers in, and we'd have them mountain oysters, just 55-gallon barrels full of them. And you could
be
walk.
having a heyday. Yum, yum.
You walk in one of them joints out there, and they'd have those scattered out on the counter, just like a buffet. They'd be fried and cooked in the whole 9 yards.
Now, I've actually had some. I've had some processed mountain oysters. Like we have this Asian market that sells them, and it plainly says on the package, and it's actually got a picture of a bull on it, and it says bull tendons. And
thought you gonna say it had a picture of a bull on it sitting there crying.
Black and the bull and the package says bull balls.
The package says bull balls or bull tendons.
Hello, Kathleen. Now we got trouble for sure.
And the very first time I had those, I actually put them on spaghetti. I replaced them with regular meatballs and put them on spaghetti. And boy, you talk about good. They were good.
Yeah, I don't know how many people are still in here.
I probably ran several of them off. Sorry. Yeah.
He said, "That's what y'all get for waking him up."
Well, I tell you what, it can't be no worse than a bunch of women getting around having a party for some little gal that's fixing to have her first kid, and the stories that get told at them damn things. I think they try to scare that little gal to death. But you hear everything in the world talked about, and women talk about it different.
Yeah.
A guy talk about things in general. Women get down to centimeters and inches, and they get plumb graphic with it.
I mean, if you want to talk about childbirth,
yeah,
I can tell you a few stories about it. Not,
Yeah,
not
I
mine
know.
personally. One thing we did do one time, I was working this area part time for us that had a small hospital, just receiving hospital, and nothing major. And we were bored, hanging out, kidding, joking around with each other. And the doctor was off taking a nap or doing something somewhere. So we come up with this joke, and I took my pants off and put one of those hospital gowns on, and took my underwear off, jumped up on the table with the stirrups, and stuck my legs up there and pooched my belly out real far, and it stuck a pillow under there, and we were laying, and I was laying there. Well, here comes the doc rubbing his eyes because apparently he had been taking a nap. It's like, hello, ma'am. I understand that you're having some labor pains this morning. And I'm like, and just kind of moan. He lifted that sheet and saw something. It wasn't crowning, and it wasn't a woman's parts. And he screamed. Yeah, it scared him to death. It was me. Yeah.
They, when I was in the service school, I was a medic.
Mm-hmm.
So first tour, I worked at back hospital, and they was during that pet offensive. We had a 1,400 bed hospital, and it might go from 25 to 1,400, 2-3 times in a week. We ship them out to Japan or Philippines when we get them stable. And then the next tour I spent over there while I was a field medic. And, so I know some of the stuff you're talking about. Been there and done that.
Yeah.
But
thanks for your service, brother.
yeah, well, same with you. The first time anybody ever said that to me, I like to fell out. I didn't know what in the hell to say, because that wasn't that way when we came back.
Yeah.
And I really didn't. I still really don't know how to take that sometimes. I mean, I appreciate it.
I know you guys caught the raw end of the deal, and I mean, y'all really did. A lot of you didn't have a choice. Some of you did make a choice during that time in that era, and you guys were doing something that either you wanted to do or you didn't want to do, and I can guarantee you.
Hey, howdy, Garden.
I think the best way I've heard this said was to lead a soldier into combat the first time is the easiest thing you'll ever do. To get that veteran to return for another round of combat, it's not that easy anymore. But yeah, and no matter what combat it is, slinging lead back and forth is slinging lead back and forth, and
I don't care if just one round gets fired.
Yeah, but you guys really got a raw end of the deal, and I've always, and you guys left a huge legacy for a lot of what I did in the Army, in the infantry and the combat arms, and it's highly appreciative and thanks.
It's the same. It's different. I got into a big discussion with boys from Desert Storm in Iraq one day up at the VA. And a guy made the statement that Vietnam and Desert Storm was just different. Well, it made one guy mad that was in Desert Storm, and he come unglued. Turned around, looked at him, and said, "Whoa, now." Then nobody put either one of them down or said one was worse than the other. But
right.
They were different,
They were.
So weapons y'all had and the weapons we had, that's like a night vision. I saw one star scope in Vietnam, and it was about that damn big around and about that long.
Yeah.
And, or like a scope on a rifle or any of that kind of stuff.
Well, think of it like this, Ron. In Vietnam, they they were just getting the M16. It was a brand new rifle. When I got in,
I was on
I had the
shipment of them.
yeah, I had the M16A2. So it went from your time M16, M16A1, and then when I got to it, it was the M16A2. Now it's the M4. It's all a variant of the same rifle, but that just lets you know, see kind of the transition and the span there. But I'm sorry to interrupt.
Well, and you know, now that's one of my pet peeves of the M16. We went over with the 14,
Right.
and, which was a hell of a rifle. You do anything you wanted to, and some of it just do a shoot. Excuse my French.
Yeah.
We got them 16s over there, and you had to have a pocket of pipe cleaners all the time to clean the damn gas tubes out. And they had steel chambers in them. And if you carried around any for more than a day, it'd seize up. You'd fire it one time, it'd leave the case in the chamber, jerk the ass end off the hull. And you could throw it at somebody then. And you carry a 20 or 30 round magazine, and you better thumb 2 rounds out the top of that thing, or it wouldn't put that first round up.
Yeah.
You know, and just it had a lot of problems when we got it.
Yeah. And by the time I got it, a lot of those kinks were most of those kinks were worked out.
Yeah. And I still don't like them. I got buddies of mine that I shoot with all the time. And they'll say, man, you need to buy you a AR. I don't want no part of this damn thing.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it. You know, I competition. It's just it's a progression. I'm just amazed at it. Was like Desert Storm. They in that first week or two of fighting, they lost what 186 men.
Something. Yeah, there was only like a week and a half of ground combat. Yeah.
And I've seen more than that go down in the afternoon.
Yeah.
You know, and it just amazes me that what y'all get done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, you were talking about night vision devices, the starlight scopes. And I mean, I can remember I got there and they had the AMPVS 5s, which were they had a rectangle plastic case on the outside and 2 sights, one for each eye. And then we upgraded to the AMPVS 7, which had the one lens, but you could mount it and wear it as a goggle and go around and do what you needed to do. And that's when a lot of the infrared stuff started coming in, because those goggles started going from just not only night vision, and you're looking at the same thing, but you can now pick up infrared stuff. So like they started wearing the patches, those flags and different things to identify them and stuff. So yeah. And I mean, even like y'all had the M79, which was a break action style grenade launcher, right?
Yep.
One of the best weapon I had probably the most fun with shooting was the Mark 19. And it is a belt fed, fully automatic, 40 millimeter grenade launcher.
The one that I'll remember right before I came home, I got a hold of one of them. And it was the one with the grenade launcher under the barrel of that 16 to where you could
M203.
Yeah. And now that was a pretty good weapon. It still had a lot of the same problems.
Right.
Good. I'll tell you a funny story about that. That first little shotgun. We had a parameter, but there ain't gonna be nothing about it. We had a perimeter barbed wire, you know, concertina wire, all the crap. And over there, you'd set a compound up, and the Vietnamese would come in and build right around the perimeter on the, I guess, using us for protection or something, but they would set up just right up underneath us. And I was on a corner guard tower one night, and we had got 3 or 4 boys shot in a guard tower. And what happened, there was a Hindu church that was was about 200 yards away. And they wouldn't let us do anything with it because it was a church.
Mm-hmm.
And so one night I pulled guard duty and they put me in that corner tower and I pulled a couple sandbags and got where I was covered pretty good. And they had a M79 in there and about a half a case of ammo. I got on the phone and on the radio and called the sergeant guard. I said, hey, I got this M79 up here, but I don't have any ammo for it. So they brought me a case of ammo. I sat up there about 3 o'clock that morning. I picked that 16 up and got on the radio and said, I'm catching fire on this guard tower. Can I return fire? Yeah, go ahead. Man, I went to land them grenades into that damn church. I run through about a half a case of them. Well, I did that 3 times that night.
Yeah.
Well, when the sun come up, there wasn't nothing left of that church. I mean, it was just a pile of rubble.
Yeah.
They called me in the orderly room that next morning and filled a report out. My commanding officer said, boy, that was a tough son of a buck in that damn church last night, was it? I said, yeah, he was tough. He knew exactly what I did, but I played the game to get it done, you know. And that was great.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to go along with things like that to make progress or get things done. Yeah. I've been in a lot of little schemes like that.
Cat, you know what I've learned on that deal? Somebody that was really in heavy combat is going to tell you things that are funny, goofy things that happen, but they'll never get down to blood and guts. We don't want to talk about that. We won't forget about it. You get somebody to sit there and talk about blood and guts and that kind of stuff. Usually he wasn't even there. You know, and you can pick that out pretty quick. You know, but there's some things I won't talk about. I don't give a damn if it's to a doctor or who it is. I'm not talking to anybody about it. And I've got friends of mine that I got one friend of mine. This is another funny story. He joined the Marines. When I came home on leave, fixing ship to Nam, he was he shipped out just as I came in, and he took and you know the Marines. I don't know how they were over there, but in Vietnam they hit the beach as a unit. You know, it wasn't like the Army where they just ship 1 or 2 in here and scattered us out. So they hit the beach and anyway, let me back up for a minute. I went up to Pleiku and was talking to the Marines up there, and one of them asked me where I was from, and I told him. And he said, did you know an old boy? And he gave me the guy's name. I said, yeah, I know him. And he went to laughing. Why? He said, we come in here and hit that beach and said there was a cliff about 30 feet high. And said, we got up on the cliff and set a perimeter up. Said somebody got the fooling with the 16 and busted the cliff off. And said that old boy jumped up and took off running and run off a cliff. When he did, he fell in them trees and he poked a damn stick in his eye. So he was in Vietnam about, 30 minutes maybe, and they shipped him to Japan, had to replace that eye and all this.
Yeah.
He didn't know I knew that. And I've listened to more blood and guts and war stories from that boy. You'd have thought he was over there for 5 years, in the worst place you could get. And not a damn bit of it was true. I never did tell him no different. I just sat there and listened to him, let him go. But it was hilarious.
Yep. I'll tell you a story I remember from the Army. When you go in the Army, well, first of all, there was a guy that I had met in the Army, and his name was Peter Eaton. And nice guy, pleasant fellow, through basic and AIT stuff, not a bit of problems with him stuff. But the first day, or not the first day, yeah, it was the first day. Yeah, it was the first day. There was a bit of a problem that happened. It's kind of funny. But anyway, we're standing there in formation and they're doing roll call. Well, if you know anything about the Army or military, you know, they call you by your last name. So, you know, if your name is
Hang on just a second, Troy.
okay.
William and Billy, the truth be told, y'all both tone it down. We don't put up with that in this room. And I won't say anything again. A little bit the other night, but I won't anymore. You're welcome to come in here, but we don't get off into stuff like that too much. I appreciate it if y'all wouldn't do. Okay, go ahead, Roy. Sorry about that.
Hey, not a problem, man. I understand. But no, you know, they call you by your last name, you know, Oaks. You know, if the Daryl, Stan, whatever your last name is, that's what you're called. So we're doing roll call, and they're sitting there, and they're going through there and calling off names, and they finally get up to Pete Eaton, and the drill sergeant standing up there, and he goes, "Eaton, Peter." Nobody answered to it. Think about that. You going to answer to a name called Eaton Peter? Huh?
Yeah.
You going to answer to a name called Eaton Peter? Anyway, so the drill sergeant's sitting there going, "Eaton Peter, I want to know who," you know, he gets mad and starts screaming about, "I want to know who's Eaton Peter, and I want to know who's Eaton Peter right now." Three guys, three, look at that. Stepped forward that day and came out the closet.
Yeah, well, some crazy things happen. We had a rodeo in here the other night a little bit. It toned down, but it's one of them deals that. Anyway, let's let it roll for a little bit, Troy. You don't mind.
All right.
I don't know about you, but I get started talking about it and I'll start getting wound up a little bit.
Well, you know, I can too. And I mean, I can talk about whatever you want. Yeah, one of my problems is when I get to talking, I start thinking about things that have happened, those memories that come up and stuff. And,
Triggers.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes it just jogs my memory, like, you know. And I shouldn't have thought of Coke, but the Coke can sitting right there. I had the fine pleasure and opportunity of removing a 16-ounce Coke bottle from. How can I put this? From a birthing canal.
Oh, yeah. A lot of stuff in those. Man, I saw some bad stuff that was done to some women. I'm talking about.
I mean, I saw some crap stuff too, man, and you know, I don't like talking about it, and that's why I get to go to therapy and open those bad cans of worms there, and that's where I do it. If I get comfortable enough to talk about it, I will. I mean, but other than that,
we evacuated a bunch of the mountain yard, and
Good night, William.
The mountain yard, like the native Indians,
mm-hmm.
and they were little bitty people before they were tough, just fighting dudes. But they worked there. They go into a village and work with women who were bad. I've seen a bunch of bad stuff on that. But they were some. One of my best friends was a mountain yard and he had been to North Vietnam 3 or 4 times. They actually had a $25,000 bounty on his head.
Wow.
He was a bad little dude now. William, you come back, man. We'd welcome in the chat. We just got certain rules we go by. Ain't no problem. But I tell you what I am going to do. We bumping up on 2 hours and 45 minutes. And I don't think we're going to try to make 3 tonight. What about you, Kenny? You going to
I can. We can go raid Cass because she's on.
who?
And Cass,
You back on?
Yeah.
Crafty Cass Love, she's on. So let's go give her a good raid and support her.
R10.
And because she's been wanting me to come up on panel, and the thing about it is I can't come up on panel when I'm up on this one.
Okay, you want to keep this one open for a minute? Or where you?
I'm fixing to go grab. I'm fixing to go grab it now.
All right. Well, listen, I appreciate everybody coming in. We'll do it again.
We need to talk after behind the scenes there.
Okay, I'll hang in there then for a minute.
All
And,
right.
I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing down. Like I say, I appreciate y'all all coming in.
Let me hang on a minute. Let me try to post the link here. Hang on.
Okay.
So, I'm trying to get the link here. Swing. All right. Let's see.
Now, is this a link to Cass?
This is the link to her crafty Cass Love channel. She's got 2 channels, and
yeah.
To Crafty Cass.
Let's see.
5. All right. Good night, everybody in the chat.
We'll see y'all later.
Bishpeta. See you later.